In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brake calipers on this Volkswagen Rabbit. Let's get into it. We're going to remove this intake tube. There's 2 screws on each side. Use a T20 socket to take those out. And just slide that out. There may be a connector right here. Disconnect that. There's a little tab on the other side. Push down on the tab. And it slides out. That's where the tab is. Just push down on that. Connector right here. Just push down on the tab and that slides out as well. Set that aside. This hose clamp you want to remove, I'm just going to use some pliers. You can use hose clamp pliers as well. Just slide that down and this should slide off. Just like that. I'm just going to grab underneath the cover and just lift up and in the back. This whole piece will slide up and out of the way. Now we're going to top off the brake fluid reservoir. I'm just going to use a rag, just wipe this off. And just double check to make sure you're using the correct type of brake fluid. This vehicle requires .4 brake fluid. Pop this cap off. Set that aside. And we'll top it off. Looks good. And put the cap back on. It's okay if some of the fluid comes out. We're going to double check it at the end as well. And just wipe the excess. Using a hood prop, I'm just going to push down on the brake pedal and just set that up against the seat just to hold the brake pedal down. That's going to prevent fluid from coming out. Just get it braced up there good. There we go. That's good. I'm going to remove the wheel. You want to take the center cap off. You can use a pick, or you may have to get the pick out of the trunk. Just pop this off. Using a 17mm socket, take the lug bolts out. Before I get to the last one, I'm just going to hold the wheel on so it doesn't fall. And take the wheel off. Using a 11mm socket, we're going to take the banjo bolt out. You want to have a drain bucket underneath to catch any fluid. Just go slow. I'm going to take the banjo bolt off and the seals and just use a straight blade screwdriver or some pliers. Get underneath the seal, roll it up. Pull the seal off, pull the banjo bolt off, and we're going to use this for later. There's another seal on here. You can pop this seal off as well. Just use a screwdriver, pop that off, and just take a wire brush, clean this up, and just both sides. When it goes together, you're going to put new seals on there. You want to take this spring off. You can use a pair of pliers or even a screwdriver. Just get underneath here. Just be careful. Pop this off. Just get underneath there. Pry that out. Take these 2 covers off. I'm just going to use a screwdriver. You could use a pick. Just pop those off. Just using a pry bar. Just going to pry it out. Might have to pry the piston in a little. And the caliper slides off with the brake pads. You pull the brake pads off if you're going to reuse them. Those just clip out. Take these two bolts off. Use a 21mm socket. And slide the bracket off the rotor. Caliper slides off the bracket. Oh, there is a clip on this side. We'll take the clip off the spring, just using the screwdriver. That slides right off. Now we can install the bracket on the vehicle. Take the bracket, slide it over the rotor. Take the bolts, get those started. Torque these bolts to 92 foot-pounds. Take the inner brake pad with the clip on it, slide that into the piston, lock that in. The other brake pad, you can slide that onto the bracket. I'll slide the caliper on. Just like that, get those pins lined up. Get those started. Torque these bolts to 21 foot-pounds. Just tap that down lightly. Should be good there. Take the banjo bolt. You want to put a seal first and go through the line. And take another seal that's going to go on the outside of the line. I'll line this up in the caliper. And there's a pin that just lines the hose up. So just have the pin go through that hose. I'll torque this bolt to 25 foot-pounds. I'm going to take this bleeder cap off, just use a pick. Pop that off. Loosen up the bleeder with a 10mm wrench. Now I can take off that holder on the brake pedal and just take that off. You can see that the fluid is starting to drip, so I'm going to close this up. And with an assistant, I'm going to bleed these. I'm just going to use a clear hose with a bottle. And then I'm going to have an assistant pump the brake pedal. You want to make sure the clear hose goes up and around. You could do this by yourself as well. This works that way. If you just open it up and the fluid does not go back, then it'll be okay. But we're going to have an assistant. All right, hold it down. While it's holding, I'm just going to open the bleeder screw. You can see some of the bubbles coming out. And I'll close it up again. All right, go ahead, let up. Now hold it down. And a couple more bubbles came out. Let up. And hold it down. And it looks like clear fluid, no bubbles came out, so that looks good. If you did any of the other brake calipers, you can go ahead and bleed those now as well. Take this off, snug this down, and put the cap back on. Put the wheel on, line it up, get the lug bolts, get those started. Snug these down. I'm going to torque the lug bolts to 89 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. Go around again, double check. Take the center cap, line it up, and just pop it on. Check the brake fluid level in the reservoir and adjust accordingly. Take the cover, slide it in position. It's lined up, push it down, make sure the hose is lined up. Take the hose clamp, line that up. Good right there. Give it a wiggle, make sure the hose is tight. You can plug this connector in, lock that down. This connector is going to go right here. Plug that in, lock that wire in place, and line this hose up. Take the 2 screws, get those both started. Tighten those down.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.